Greetings and welcome to another Pokémon Horizons the series anime episode preview discussion. This time I'm talking about the preview for episode 65, so let's get to it. In this episode, Liko and Amethio will have to find a way to escape from the cave Spinel trapped them in, something that will require them to work together. Meanwhile, Roy and Dot will have to deal with Coral and Sidian, though they will get some backup. Now, given the title of the episode, which is Liko and Amethio, it's obvious that this former part of the episode will be the focus. Therefore, I doubt Roy and Dot versus Coral and Sidian will take up much time, especially since Grusha will show up to help. Plus, Coral and Sidian are not trying to do anything significant. They are just delaying Roy and Dot so they cannot go help Liko. Meaning that it's likely they will simply retreat once the tables turn with Grusha's arrival. Particularly because by this point, surely they will have hindered Roy and Dot enough. So most of the focus will again be on Liko and Amethio, who ended up just like I predicted, trapped together in a cave, having to sit by the same campfire and being forced to work together to overcome their predicament. I also predicted that they will have a heart-to-heart that will allow them to learn more about each other, which could lead to mutual respect and understanding. I could see this happening as well, given the situation. In episode 64, Liko demanded answers from Amethio, since it appears he knows more about Terapagos than what he lets on. Plus, he needs to explain why he's so hell-bent on learning what Spinel is planning. Especially considering the conversation Spinel had with Agate, which revealed that they know Amethio is Gibeon's grandson, and their crusade against him goes beyond mere differences in how they do things, act, talk, etc. Amethio must have some idea of why they hate him so much. Hopefully he talks about this. Of course, the main event will be seeing them make their escape. The question is, how will they do? Well, I do have a prediction. I think Amethio will terastalize Cerulege so that it has the power to cut through the rocks blocking the exit. However, Cerulege alone won't be able to accomplish this, meaning that Liko and Floragato will have to help. But their assistance won't be enough as is. They will need more power, and the only way to do this outside of evolving is to terastalize as well. Which is against the rules. Students are not allowed to use Terastol outside of tests or special events like battling the Elite Four. This is why Liko did not use Terastol in the previous episode in response to Amethio doing so. Given how earnest, honorable, righteous, kind-hearted, respectful, principled, etc. Liko is, it's understandable that she refuses to break the rules. But in this situation, she won't have a choice. I think that this will be a pivotal moment for her as a character, since I feel that her refusal to take risks, to bend the rules, to be daring, and her tendency to play it safe, to lower her guard when things seem to be going her way, to struggle when things look dire for her, preventing her from turning the tide, are all things that are holding her back, and not only when it comes to battling. Using Terastol to aid her escape will teach her to adapt, to do whatever it takes even if she must think outside the box, or break the rules, or throw caution into the wind, in order to overcome the challenges before her. If she can learn to do these things, and she can apply them to battling, I'm sure she will improve greatly. Now, considering Grusha will likely join the search for her, he might find out that she broke the rules, which will surely lead to an interesting conversation. He could either berate her, especially since he failed her, which makes her even less worthy of using Terastol, or praise her for being unexpectedly audacious, revealing that there is more to her than meets the eye. In his official capacity as gym leader though, he might need to penalize her, and or report her transgression to the academy, which might dispense the punishment instead. This might explain why even the episode after this one does not indicate that Liko will get to face Grusha again. Honestly, they should be willing to forgive her given the danger she's in. It's not like she has much of a choice, but I guess we will have to wait and see. Finally, the explorers will have a meeting with Gibeon, meaning that Amethio and thus Liko too will indeed escape, which is not surprising, and that the other admins will retreat after completing their objective, which is also not surprising. It seems Amethio will rightfully call out his colleagues for what they did, but Spinel will deny everything. It remains to be seen if Gibeon will side with his grandson or with the majority. I seriously doubt Spinel and the others will be punished in any case, since he's crafty enough to dodge any unfavorable outcome for him. Gibeon should at least realize that there is discord within their ranks, which might affect things going forward. But yeah, this episode should be an interesting one. We will get some action, and depending on how Liko and Amethio's conversation will go, we might learn some interesting things about him, Terapagos, and maybe even the explorers. If Liko does indeed use Terasto illegally like I expect, then seeing how this affects her and what consequences it might bring will also be fascinating. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching episode 65, which will air on September 13. As always, I will review it once it does, so please stay tuned for that. But that's the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and click the links on screen to see my recent episode reviews. I will see you over there. Thank you so very much for watching.